Hey guys, my name's Sammy Zabankovic, and today I'm going to show you how to start the Bell 206 L4. Now that we finished our exterior pre-flight on the Bell 206 L4, it's time to finish it on the inside of the cockpit. First we have the cabin interior, making sure everything's clean and secure. Next is our fire extinguisher, making sure it's latched and its condition is good. Next is our first aid kit in the back, making sure it's secured. Co-pilot controls secured and properly installed. Everyone's seatbelts are secured and all the doors are shut and secure. Next, we have the flight controls, making sure everything is free to move. So with the cyclic, we're going to go in a nice circle one way, making sure it moves freely, nothing's interfering with it. Then the other way, and then back to center, feels good. Next, our pedals. And lastly, our collective. So all the way up, and then all the way down, nothing's catching, feel good. And the throttle. So open all the way, roll off to that idle release, and now push and close it the rest of the way. We want to make sure it stops at that idle release. Next on our checklist is our landing lights, making sure they are off, our hydraulic switch on, engine anti-ice off. Next, our radio nav off, altimeter set, free air temperature. So the next, generator switch, battery, defog blower, pitot heat, directional gyro, pulled attitude indicator, and our turn indicator off. Our heater turned off, anti-collision lights stays on, instrument lights off, position lights set as desired, off for right now, rotor brake handle all the way up, GPU connected if needed. Now for our battery, when I turn this on, you'll hear a loud RPM signal. Little button underneath to mute it. Now our caution lights, making sure everything lights up. And our TOT test, making sure a little red light illuminates on our TOT. So avionics on. Fuel valve confirm on and that the guard is closed. Boost pumps, so we're going to check that our light goes out and that we get an increase in fuel pressure. So left one coming in, we get an increase, light goes out. Right one, little increase, light goes out. We're going to pull the left one again, make sure the right can still hold produce enough pressure. Left boost pump, light comes on, then both in. Fuel quantity, check, make sure we have enough fuel for our flight that we're about to go on. Now we're on to the engine start. So everything's still centered, throttle closed. We're going to clear the area. Our next step is we're going to start the timer, wait for it to get to 5 seconds. At 5 seconds, I'm going to push both the starter and the idle release. Idle release just in case I have to abort. Waiting for the N1 to hit 12%, cracking throttle. Now I'm watching TOT. 2 spikes. It slows down around 500, then continues to 700. I want to keep it in the yellow, so I'm going to roll on a little more right there. Slowly moving the throttle. Keeping it in the yellow arc. As I'm keeping the TOT in the yellow arc, I'm also watching the N1, waiting for it to get to 58%. Still rolling on. Waiting for 58% N1. Right there, I have 58% off the starter at 50 seconds. Now I'm going to do 2 clicks on the idle release. 1, 2, and then roll back against it. After we let off the starter, we're now going to wait 1 minute to turn on our generator. During this 1 minute, I usually listen to weather, get the current winds, altimeter. Coming up on our 1 minute, 1:50, because I let off the starter at 50 seconds. I'm going to roll up to 70% N1, and then flip the generator. So rolling the throttle up, there's a little bit of a dead area, then it goes 70%, generator on, roll back. Next, I'm going to turn on attitude indicator, directional gyro, turn indicator. Next is our hydraulic check. We're going to flip the hydraulics off and on, making sure there's no bump. After hydraulics are back on, we're going to check our gauges, making sure everything is in the green and looking good before we roll up. Everything looks good, so we're going to start that roll up on the throttle. Watching the TOT and keeping the torque below 30% as we roll up. So it is a smooth, slow roll up. So we're going to start rolling that up. Keeping it below 30. Watching our RPMs now go up, making sure those do not go too high. We are opening the throttle all the way. Okay, so throttle is full open. I cannot roll it on anymore. Next on the checklist is ELT, making sure there's no indication of a transmission. So we're good there. Flight controls, freedom, everything feels good. So these next few steps we only have to do when it's below 5 degrees Celsius, and that is turning on engine anti-ice and watching for a climb in TOT, and then turning it back off and watching for the decrease. And then turning on pitot heat, watching for a small rise in the ammeter, and then turning it off for a decrease in the ammeter. After those checks, we're going to do the hydraulic system check, so we're going to turn hydraulics off, do a small X motion, going to be pretty stiff, brakes slightly and lower slightly on the collective. Next, hydraulics on, and we're going to get a little bit of a bump that I talked about before. Then we're going to do a small circle, making sure everything's smooth and controlled. Feels good. Now that our hydraulics are back on and everything's centered, next, before takeoff, we set our engine anti-ice, pitot heat, light switches, instrument lights, radios, all as required or desired. Flight control is still centered, and throttle we check that is still full open. Checking our gauges, making sure everything is still in the green, and our fuel quantity is good. Now we're ready for a takeoff. So we're going to go ahead and stow our checklist in between our seats, and we're ready for takeoff. Making sure our area is clear, no one is standing or walking up to the helicopter. Okay, so for this pickup, we're going to slowly raise the collective while adding left pedal and a slight aft into the left cycling and flip. Keep slightly raising the collective until we get one skid up. And now we're in a safe hover. From here we can move forward to the taxiway and get ready for our takeoff.
And let's head in.